Hi and welcome back to my channel. In the previous lessons we have developed this form completely till here, and now in this lesson in this video I'm going to show you how to delete a customer, and the second thing is how to sort the data. One of my viewers asked me to create how sort also in this form, so I'm going to do that. But before proceeding to the new lesson, we have to do some changes in the forms. For example, when I scroll down, you see the headings and everything, they just disappear. I cannot see them, they're out of view. So to keep it in view always, we have to freeze the panes. So I'll select this column number 8, row number 8, and just go to view, freeze pane, that's all. Now when I scroll down, you see the header and the form, they do not go out of view, they are in the view first. And the second change we must make is, for example, I select this last one, Jawad. It is loaded. Now let me select this Naeem, for example, and now I want to do search for names that start with ZA. Just press enter. You see the selection stays there. You see the selection here. One. Second, the form also is with the previous name. So it's better to clear the form and clear the selection also. And to do that, we must go back to our Visual Basic, Alt F11. If you don't know the shortcut, it's Alt F11. Yeah, advanced. I already did the code. This is the missing code, so I'll just remove the comment. First of all, we have to clear the form. Sheet customer form dot range C4 to I4. Let me show you. This is C4 to I4. We must clear the content. This must be clear. And the second is to clear the selection. So the selection is sheet customer form dot range B8. This B8 is our selected row. This B8 here, this is our selected row. So we must clear that also. Alt F11. You see here, this clear. Now let's run save our work and let's give it a try. Now as I clear the filter, the form is cleared and the selection is also cleared. You see the selected row is cleared. Now if I make a search, if I select this name, it's loaded, but I make a search again. See, the selection is also cleared and the form is also cleared. Now let's start our how to delete a customer and write the code for that. I'll just clear the filter, go back to our Visual Basic editor, Alt F11, and here I'm going to create a subroutine called customer delete customer delete. And the code to delete customer is as our database is on sheet customer database, I've renamed the sheets. You can see here in previous lessons, and the rows. This is the rows, and we have to give the row number on the customer rows 23, and then the and the full colon and 23 entire row dot delete. This is the code. Let's give it a try. I'll go back to my customer database. In line number 23, I'll just write something to see whether it's deleted or not, and let's go to our code. Let me run it. Customer delete, click, and see number 23 is deleted. Row number 23 is completely deleted. Now let me comment it. Delete row. This is completed. But what I have to do is I want this to be automated. I mean, every time I cannot write which row number to delete, and previous lessons I've showed you how to match the customer data so I want to delete the selected customer. So this row number should be dynamic. I have saved. See here, this customer match row, this is number 20. So we are getting, let me clear the filter all. You see this number 16. I'll just delete the last one. Number 16, Jawad. When I click here, it gives me row number 20. Let's go to our database. You see Jawad is on row number 20. So this is dynamic, and this is done with the help of match function. If I click here, you can see here match customer, this number, customer ID, all data from there, and +4 because it lies on my data starts from 5, so I just added 4. So you can do this with match function. So with the help of match you can find it. Now here it's already matched, it's in B6. So the B6 is the, see, when I change it, it changes automatically. So B6 is the row number of the customer which I have selected. So I'll just go to my Visual Basic, and here I'll write row number is equal to dot B6. Now this row number is stored B6. Here instead of 23 I'll just write row number, and here also I'll just replace this with row number. Now let's try it. It's better I'll create a button for it so that I can easily run it from there. Copy here. I'll change this to customer delete. I'll rename it customer delete button, and I'll write here delete. I'll just remove the macro. Let me correct this. DEL, delete, and let's select this, move it to the side, and that's it. Let me align it. Align to the top. Closer. Yeah, that looks perfect. So I'll just assign the macro. Customer delete. Here it is, customer. This is the macro, customer delete. Let me write the full form, that's better. Customer delete. Now let's go there, assign a macro, and you have the customer delete. Click OK. Now I've selected this number 16. Let me click here. Yeah, I forgot to write the sheet name. sh customer customer form, because it's on customer form. Now let's run it again. Click here, delete. Let's go back to our database. You see number 16 is deleted. Let me clear the filter, and you say 16 is deleted. But before deleting the customer, it did not ask me anything. So there must be a confirmation that if I want to delete or not. And to do the confirmation, we must create a message box. A message box which will show us yes or no. So if we select yes, the customer will be deleted. Let's create a variable dim user response. That's a variable to save what the user selects. Now I'll create a detailed message box. Message box detail. So the message box is, let me maximize this. So the user response will be saved. The message box, whatever the user select, will be saved in the user response. And this is how you write the message box. Before you used to write the message box, they would just say OK. So it's message box, and the first that comes is the message that you want to show. So I've written, do you want to delete the customer, question mark. I'll remove these ranges, you don't need this. Now we have to add plus. it says VB yes and no, these are the default, these are the buttons, and VB critical is the sign mark, the mark that will be there. Button will be 2, and 2 is no, that will be the default. And the heading I'll write here delete customer, and just add, you can add your company name, Zen Tech for you, and close bracket. Now this line will show us the message box. Let's run it, but I'll just dim this so the row is not get deleted, and dim this also. I'll comment them. Let's run this, press click. You see, you get here, do you want to delete the customer, and the default button that is selected is no. If I want yes, okay. If I don't want yes, just click on no, and here the title, delete customer, and name all comes. Now let me remove the comment here. Now what I have to do, if user response is equal to VB yes, then delete the customer. Let me tab this out. It will delete the customer. If this user selects yes, let me write here, if user select yes, then delete customer. And if the user selects no, just click here, else. Let me comment, if user selects no, then exit sub, and if. Now this will give us confirmation, complete confirmation. Let's try it. The last one is Nabil. Oh, let me remove this. Last one is Nabil. Let me click on delete. It asks for customer. If I select no, nothing happens. If I delete, select yes, it is deleted, but it doesn't shows me because I should run the advanced filter again. I'll show you that. You see, when I run advanced filter, it is cleared. So here I should add another code that if it's deleted, then advanced filter should run. Customer advanced filter. Hope I've spelled it correct. If I hadn't spelled it correct, then it would not change. So this is correct. Now let's see. Let's run again. Number 14, delete yes. You see, now the advanced filter runs and it is deleted. So but before we delete a customer, we should make one thing sure, and that is, what if the customer has some balance? If the company, he has to pay the company some balance, or there has been some transactions, means he has made some purchase, there are invoices on his name, and we by mistake delete that customer, so I don't think the boss is going to keep you again or give you any job. So the better is we must have some criteria that whether there is any transactions or any business with this person's. So before I've left these 3 columns because always when you're doing programming, so you must leave few columns empty for yourself. So if you want to add something, I'll just add here transaction, just transaction. Just a dummy to show you. Now I'll just place 1 1 2 3 1 and place this 0, and then 5 1, just numbers. I'll fill this all with 1 1 just to show you. Control D, and the last one I'll place 0. Now this 0 shows that there's no transaction, there's no business done with this person, so we can delete them. Okay, no problem. But those who have done any business with them, we cannot delete them because there's related data in the invoice or in the receipt vouchers, there is a related data, so we cannot delete them. So to do that, we will have to put some criteria here, and to do that I must write the message before the delete message pop-ups. I want to stop it at the beginning, so I'll just write the code here, but before that I'll move this line of code, the row number, I'll just move it to the top, Control V, and let me comment it. Customer row number. And why I've moved it, because this shows me the row number of the customer. So with this row number I'll check first I'll check in the database, this database here, suppose this one, Zahir. You want to delete the Zahir. I want to check this. Let me give it a border. I'll check whether the Zahir, there is any transaction on his name or not. If there is not, then we can delete it. If there is, we should not delete it and we should stop. So I'll check this J line. I will check it if there is any value in it or not. To do that, let's go to our Visual Basic editor. I'll write an if. We have our data on our customer sheet, customer database. If sh customer database dot range, and the range is column is J. So let's go. It is J N. Let me put a colon here. J N, the row number, because previously we know the row number. Row number dot value is greater than 0. Then let me comment here. If there are any related data to the customer. So after that we'll create a message box. This customer has related data, so it cannot be deleted. And let me make this bold also. Customer, this also customer, so it cannot be deleted. And just press enter. Exit sub, and if, let me tab this out. That's look perfect. Let's save our work. Now let's go to our form, and from here I know this Zahir number 12, he has done some business with us, so I'll select number 12, delete. Something went wrong. If customer dot range J and row number, let me see. Sorry, I forgot this. There must be no colon, just this. Let's run it again. Go to our Excel, delete. You see, this customer has related data, so it cannot be deleted. Okay, and that's not. But if I select the other one, Daisy, that has done no business with us, just I've entered the customer name, click on delete, and you see it says yes, and it's gone. So this is how you can delete the customers from your with confirmation, and if they have done some business, you can stop it from deleting that customer. Now how to sort the data. Suppose if I want to sort this data by state, by city, mobile number, or by name as I want. So how to sort that data? To do that, we'll go back to our Visual Basic and create a subroutine. Alt F11. Let's remove the extra spaces from here, so it looks nice. And this is also if let's tab this, and if yeah, remove this spacing. Okay, that's better. Now let's create another variable. that will be sub customer sort. I'll write the code sort, and this is complete. Now with, let me tab this, all of them, tab this also. So with customer form, as I'm dealing or filter the data here, filter this data that is displayed. And it is why I'm going to do that, because suppose if I select USA, so I want to filter this data as I select them. And if suppose if I apply the filter here on this one, so it will only filter these. So to do that, I have with customer form, sheet customer form. First is sort. I have to clear any field if any previous sort that is applied there. So clear the previous sort. This is the first line. The second is with this sheet sort fields, add key dot range. That means on the basis which is the heading on base. Suppose if I want to sort by name, so name is on D7. D7 is the heading. So let me try here, right here D7. D7 is the heading, and sort on values that are available, and the order is ascending, and the data option is sort normal. So these are the options that is given for sort, and the other one is the range. So now I'll select the range manually. My range is up to 19. You see here Zahir is on 19, so I've written the range manually. Later on we are going to make it dynamic, so it is I-19, the last range from here. You see, this is I-19, this is my range. So I'll click on sort, apply. That will apply the sort. So let's run our code, give it a try. You see all the names, they are sorted from here. Now A, D, the names are all sorted accordingly, ascendingly. But I want, if the user select, the main thing now is I have to make this range dynamic. This range D, I've sorted this by name, but what if the customer selects mobile number, if the customer selects city, he selects state? So I have to make this now dynamic, and to make this dynamic I should first find which column the user has selected. And to do that, I'll write here a field sort column, so the user. And to find the sort column, I'll know if suppose the customer clicks on customer ID. So this, from this click, from the selection, I can find the column address. How to find the column address? So I'll save that address here in this cell, and from this cell we can give reference to this cell in our VBA. So let's do that. And to do that, we'll go to our Visual Basic editor, Alt F11, and we'll go to customer form. Customer form. Let me maximize it. And so let me comment this, customer search by ID, and here we are going to write code for sort, customer sort. Now if not intersect, then let me write end if, so I won't forget. So if the customer makes any changes, he makes any selection between C7 through, we are not going to filter through by nodes, so I'm going to use this column for sorting. So we are from C7 to H7. If he selects anything in between them, C7 through H7, then what it should do, I want to save the address. I want the address of this. Suppose if we select C, I want this address C, the C7, to be saved here in this column. This is B10. So dot are B10 is equal to target dot address. That's it. Let's give it a try. Save our work. Click here. Let's click on C7. Now this is giving me the number, the address of the column, and that's it. And this I will save this now to in the sort. But before that, I want to do some coding here. Going to the sort coding, let's complete this now, and I want to show the customer also, the user also, which column he has selected. So I only have this column here. Here I can show him the column that he has selected. So I'll just write here, there is I5, yeah. Value, that is I5 value is equal to target dot value, whatever is name of the column. And if he selects out of the range, else it's out of, he selects something else out of the range, then I want to clear this I5. I want to clear it. So I'll just copy this, Control C, paste it, Control V, dot clear content. I just want to clear it. That's it. So let's save our work and try this now. If I clear here, you see, so it should be sort by, sorry, I should write sort by, not just target. I'll write here sort by that's it. Save our work. Let's give it a try. See, sort by name, sort by mobile. Let me center it. See, as I click outside, it's gone. This is how. Now we can save our work, go back to our Visual Basic, and here now I'm going to reference this heading, where this one, so where is the sort, this range D7. Now this D7 will be dynamic. I'm going to place this value, add this value in D7. So I'll write this is B8. I'll just remove this and I'll write here dot range, as I'm working on the customer form, dot range B8 dot value. Now to make my sort work dynamically, I'll just go to my customer form sheet, and here in sort, here what I have written, I'll just write customer sort. I'll call the function, that's all. See, now let's save our work. Let's click on customer, I debug, it says sort range B8 dot value, it's B10, not B8, B10. Here it is, you see, it's in B10. So let's save our work, go back to custom, you see it's sorted by name, mobile, city, state and country. Now it's sorted dynamically. But what if I want it ascending or descending? To do that, I'll just select this cell. In this cell I'll create data validation. So I'll go to my data validation and data list. From here I'll collect a list, and the list is ascending, descending, and I'll put another one. No, I'll just leave it. I'll show you again why I'm going to do this. Ascending and descending. You see here, it's ascending and descending, but I don't want to make any changes. When I make changes here, I don't want to make any changes here, because before in the customer, in the customer form, it's I6, so I want to do it from I6, not I6. I'll make it up to H6 only, H6, so it will not call the advanced filter. Just change this from to H6 in the advanced filter to H6, and let's see again. Now let's see, when I make any changes here, the filter is not applied. So to make it ascending and descending, I'll go back to my customer here. If the customer selects ascending here, suppose ascending, then the filter sort should be ascending. If it select descending, it should be descending. So I'll write here if and the play, let me show, if I6 if dot range I6 dot value is equal to ascending, hope I spell it right, ascending, ascending, then it will apply this code, ascending. But if it is descending, then I'll just copy this code, Control C, and I'll press enter here, else Control V. Now if it select descending, then I'll write here descending. Instead of ascending, I'll descending. That's it. And here I'll write the and if. Now let's try our code. Now let's see, if I6 is ascending, then it will sort ascending, else it will sort descending, because it's either is ascending or descending. So let's go back to our Visual Basic, to our form, and here I'll select descending, click on name, descending. I made some spelling mistake, maybe. Yes, DESCEND, descending, spelling mistake. Let's go to a form, descending, let me correct it here also. Let's go to data validation, right here, DES, descending. Okay, now let's do it. You see it's descending now. When I select ascending, come back to name, it's descending, but this value was also cleared, and it should not be cleared till I'm making the changes. You will have to make a slight change here. We'll just move this line of code, Control X, Control V, because whenever the sort is applied, it automatically changes the selections to the first row. That's why this is cleared. Now let's clear it and save the work. Click here. You see now, let's see. When I select country, it's sort by name remains there. You see now, it doesn't. If I click outside, it is cleared. This is what I wanted to do. But there's one thing that's annoying, that if suppose by mistake I press search here for my name and then come to the next, it's automatically doing the sort is working. You see, the sort is working automatically because I've changed the selection. Even I press here, you see the sort is working. This gets annoying because whenever I click here, the sort will work. So to remove this, to stop this, I'll go to my data validation, and from the data validation I'll add a last one, no sort. So click OK. Now if a user selects no sort, then there should be no sorting should be done. The sort should stop automatically. To do that, I'll go to back to my Visual Basic, and here the selection change, word selection change, I'll write here if there is I5, let me see, this is I6 dot value is equal to no sort, then exit sub, stop sorting. Now when a user selects no sort from here and you clicking, there will be no sort, and it's not annoying also. If you want, you can sort. You see, by selection change it is now making no change. Now if one thing that's remaining is in our sort is this range. This range should be dynamic, because sometime if my selection is more than that, so this range should be also dynamic. I19, it's not always should not be I19. And to find that, first I'll have to find the last row of my data here. What is the last row? Suppose if it's 13, it's more than that, it's 12, 11, I'll find that, and to that I'll write the code here. It should be from it should be C999 replace this 19 with the last row and last row. That's it. And this is the complete coding of sort. Let me remove the empty spaces and save our work. Control S, go back to Excel. Let me change this to our theme color, apply format, may center it, and remove bold. That's it. It looks fine. Now this is the complete sort, how you can apply and use. Hope you like the video, and don't forget to share it with your friends.